Okay, I'm picking up on the energy of somebody who daydreams about having you all to themselves. This is somebody who's not used to feeling such a strong energetic pull to anyone when it comes to love. And so the fact that this person is like finding themselves actually thinking about you throughout their day, how's this person wondering if there's something even deeper to this connection than they've been led to believe? I feel like this is somebody who almost tried to play it off as something casual, like almost tried to refrain from even starting the commitment. It's like agreeing to the to the identity of like boyfriend and girlfriend or dating. Like this is somebody who is not used to rushing into things so quickly, and for some reason with you it feels like this person just rushed into or is about to rush into this. And with the 10 of hearts, are you joking? This to me just is that confirmation of like, okay, this person actually sees something very long term for you or with you. Interesting, it was for you. I feel like this person has a lot of hope for you as an individual when it comes to this love connection. It's like they really want to show you all of the ways that you deserve to be loved that maybe you never have experienced in love with somebody before. This is somebody who honestly just wants to see you happy, and not just that, but they want to be the reason. They want to be the reason for your happiness. They want to be the reason why you believe in love again is what's coming through. And they've never felt that pull towards anyone. I think like that's the strongest message coming through right now, is this person has never had such a strong desire to like prove their worth to someone, or in fact they've never in love felt like they needed to prove their worth. They've always been so sure of themselves. It's almost as if, this is gonna sound kind of strange, but it's almost as if this person has always dated below their league, or like never had high standards when it comes to love as far as depth goes. Like on the surface level, they've always been with beautiful people, good people, like nothing crazy there, but the depth to these people was always missing. Like the motivation, the goals, the aspirations, just who these people are destined to be in their life. Nothing's quite caught this person's attention the way that you have. And there's a reason for this. I feel like this person has almost settled on themselves, or like they were committed to settling on themselves, and then they met you and that commitment completely changed. Their commitment is to you is the strongest message coming through right now. Their commitment is to how they can make this relationship something that can last. Like how can they make this relationship even more beautiful than it is? This person is really really dedicated to growing with you in love, and it brings this person excitement. Like this person has never felt so much excitement when it comes to being with somebody in love. Like you keep this person on their toes, for sure. You do. You keep this person on their toes. With the High Priestess card here, I'm not surprised. You have a depth to you. You have a certain level of wisdom that this person is like tapped into. Like this person, it's almost like I'm being shown them drinking from your cup. So it's like you have knowledge that this person is desiring of. This person looks up to you spiritually. So maybe you're the divine feminine in this connection. They feel very connected to you, and they also recognize how connected you are to the world around you. Like what you say, this person believes. Okay, so be very wise with your words when it comes to this connection, because this is somebody who I'm hearing that like you make very quick decisions. You make brass decisions. This person is a little slower moving. So you definitely balance each other out here. Hold on one second. Just wanted to make sure it doesn't disappear. You balance each other out in a way that is so necessary. It's like you have something that they need and they have something that you need. And together, you're just meant to reach a higher level of wisdom in love. Like you're meant to reach a higher vibrational type of love. And with the Three of Hearts here, this is also going to lead the way for others to embody this love. With the Six of Wands here, there's definitely barriers that you're overcoming, that you are meant to overcome together. Yes, with the Prince of Wands and Princess of Hearts. This is somebody who's very spiritual minded and somebody who's very logical, worldly minded. But with the Six of Wands, I feel like there's some worldly affairs that you are both meant to work together during this time to overcome. So don't allow Don't allow your ego or your frustrations or these lower vibrational energies to kind of pull you down to a place of feeling like you don't have somebody who's on your side. This person is very much on your side with the 9 of Hearts. Also, for some reason, I'm feeling like this person is a key to your wish fulfillment. It's like they're meant to lead you. I'm being told they're meant to lead you home to yourself. And they're also meant to provide you a certain level of safety and stability from which you can become, like, I literally see you kind of existing on this person. Like, this person is a foundation from which you can actually flourish and become everything you're meant to be. You've experienced a lot of pain previously to this love connection is what's also coming through, like a lot. You've been through more than most people will be through in a lifetime when it comes to love. But I'm also being shown there's so many different ways that this person is going to open your eyes to love and inspire you to experience love, not just with them, but also with the world around you. This person is going to love you in so many different little ways that ultimately just complete whatever you're missing, or whatever you feel like you've missed out on. Maybe you're somebody who feels like you missed out on that young love. This person is here to show you all of that. And ultimately, this is leading you to a destination of coming back to the beginning, the 10 of Hearts, which is union, marriage, longevity, starting a family together. And all of that begins with this journey of love that you're on with this person that is going to lead to the most healed version of yourself. I feel like you've done so much healing on your own. This person is going to lead you to the healed version of yourself in love with somebody else. So blue flowers are significant at this time. Butterflies are also significant. Dried flowers, for some reason, are very significant. For some reason, I'm being told, like, if and when this person gives you flowers, dry the flowers and keep them. There's something very significant about that. Sunflowers are also significant here. And for some reason, little beetles are also coming through. So like Summertime Sadness, the song by Lana Del Rey, is also coming through. So all of these are signs and symbols, and also 444, that are leading to a new beginning for you in love, a new opportunity for you to experience more fulfilling type of love with this person. So give it a chance. Take a chance on this love is what I'm being told. As always, if you do feel called to dive in further, if you resonate with this message, I am here. I offer personal card pulls at this time via texting. I have emails, video recordings. If any of that calls to you, you can visit my website and click the link in my bio. And I'm here whenever you are ready. My dear soul, before you leave, don't ignore what your heart is feeling right now. If these words have stirred something deep within you, it's not by accident. You were meant to hear this message today. Take a deep breath and declare these words over your life with faith. I am chosen by God. I am deeply loved. I am not forgotten. What is meant for me cannot pass me by. My love story is blessed, and my destiny is unfolding exactly as heaven intended. Say it again, and then say it one more time. Let every word sink into the places where doubt has been living. Let it heal the wounds left by disappointment, rejection, and waiting. Let it remind you that even when you cannot see what God is doing, He is still working behind the scenes on your behalf. You may have cried in silence. You may have questioned why things have taken so long. You may have wondered if your prayers were being heard. But hear this today. Heaven has not forgotten your name. Every tear has been counted. Every prayer has been heard. Every moment of waiting has a purpose. Hold on a little longer. Trust a little deeper. What God is preparing for you
is worth every season you have endured. And if this message touched your heart, please share it with someone else. Somewhere, someone is carrying a burden too heavy to bear. Someone is fighting a battle nobody knows about. Someone is moments away from losing hope. Your share could be the sign they have been praying for. It could be the reminder that they are loved, seen, and chosen by God. If you feel led to support this ministry and help us continue sharing these faith-filled messages with souls around the world, you can do so through a super thanks. Whether your gift is small or large, every contribution helps spread hope, encouragement, and God's love to those who need it most. May the Lord bless you abundantly for your generosity. May He open doors no one can shut, restore what has been lost, and fill your life with peace, favor, and divine blessings. May every seed you sow return to you multiplied according to His perfect will. Together, we are more than a community. We are a family of faith, standing together, believing together, praying together, and trusting that God's promises will come to pass in His perfect timing. There is something quietly remarkable about being thought of. Not the performative kind of being thought of, not the birthday message or the obligatory check-in or the thinking of you text that arrives because someone felt guilty for going quiet. The other kind, the involuntary kind. The kind where someone is moving through their ordinary day, making coffee, driving somewhere, sitting in a meeting that has nothing to do with you, and you surface without invitation, without any logical reason for appearing. You just arrive in their mind the way certain songs arrive, the way certain smells carry you somewhere specific without asking permission first. That is what is happening with this person's. You have taken up residence in a mind that did not plan to make room for you. And the strange thing, the thing that has this person quietly unsettled in a way they are still working out how to feel about, is that they cannot evict you. They have tried, in whatever way someone tries to stop thinking about another person, which is to say they have tried badly and with complete failure. You keep returning, you keep surfacing. You keep being the thing their mind moves toward when it has a moment of quiet, and they are beginning to understand that this is not coincidence, that this is not just attraction, that something is happening here that belongs in a different category entirely. This person has a history that matters to understanding why this is so significant to them. They have always been the one who felt less. Not in a tragic or broken way. They are not someone who has suffered, obviously, or visibly in love. But in the quiet, private way that competent and self-assured people sometimes suffer, by never quite encountering someone who genuinely challenged them, by moving through relationships that were pleasant, uncomplicated, even good by most measures, but that never reached down into the deeper layers, never asked anything of them at the level where it actually would have cost something to answer. They settled. Not consciously, not with full awareness, but they settled for connections that were surface beautiful without being substantively deep. And somewhere in the accumulation of those connections, they made a quiet peace with that. Told themselves, this is just what love is. This is what's available. This is enough. And then they met you. What you did, not intentionally, not through any strategy, was break every assumption they had constructed about what love gets to be. You arrived as evidence that the settling had been unnecessary. That the depth they had stopped looking for actually exists in a person. That someone can be simultaneously the most grounding and the most genuinely exciting presence they have ever encountered. And that realization, when it landed, was not entirely comfortable. Because realizing you settled, even if you've already moved past it, requires sitting with a certain amount of grief for the time spent not knowing better. And this person is sitting with that. Rearranging something internally. Updating the picture they had of what was possible in a way that changes not just how they see you, but how they see themselves. And what they are now willing to accept. Their commitment to settling is completely gone. In its place is something new, a commitment to this, to do you, to the work of making something that started as an inexplicable pull into something lasting and real and worthy of what they can now see you deserve. But here is where this person's story becomes genuinely moving, because it reveals something about them that is easy to miss from the outside. They have never felt the need to prove their worth to anyone. That is not arrogance. It is simply the truth of someone who has, in most contexts, moved through love from a position of quiet confidence. People wanted them. They knew it. They didn't have to reach or demonstrate or earn their place in a connection, because their place was never in question. And while that sounds like an advantage, it created its own kind of poverty. The poverty of never being asked to rise. Of never encountering someone who made them want to be more than they currently were. You made them want to be more. For the first time in love, this person feels the pull to demonstrate their worth. Not from insecurity, not from fear of losing you to someone else, but from something purer than either of those things, from genuine admiration. From the honest recognition that you are someone who deserves to be shown up for, and that the showing up matters to them in a way that nothing has mattered before. They want to be the reason you believe in love again. When I say that, I mean it in the most specific sense possible. They are aware, somehow, through the particular attentiveness that comes with caring about someone this much, that love has not always been kind to you. That you have carried things in this area of your life that were heavier than what most people will ever know. And rather than being intimidated by that history, they are moved by it. They want to be the response to it. The evidence that the story does not end with the painful chapters. And you, yes, you, the one who has probably been careful with yourself in ways that felt necessary, even when they were also lonely. You have something that this person is genuinely drinking from. There is a wisdom in you. Not the performed kind, not the kind that announces itself, requires an audience. The quiet kind. The kind that lives in how you see things, how you process the world, how the spiritual and the emotional and the intuitive weave together in you in a way that produces something rare. This person looks up to you in a way they may not have fully articulated yet, even to themselves, but it is real and it is deep, and it means that what you say to them lands with a weight that your words carry in very few other relationships. That is both a gift and a responsibility. And somewhere in you, you already know how to hold it. Here is the insight that I keep returning to, the one that feels most true about this entire connection. And you and this person are not the same. And that is precisely the point. You move quickly through decisions, through feelings, through the processing of experience. They move slowly, deliberately, with the particular care of someone who has learned to trust things only after they have held them long enough to be certain. In most connections, that difference creates friction. One person waiting impatiently while the other hasn't caught up. One person feeling rushed while the other is still working out what they think. But here, something different is happening. Here, the difference is completing something in each of you rather than creating a gap between you. Your speed teaches them trust. Their slowness teaches you depth. Together, you are capable of a love that neither of you could have arrived at alone. A love that has thought through what it is building, but that also has the courage to build it without needing every question answered first. That combination, wisdom and courage, depth and momentum, is rarer than most people realize. There is also this. The world around you will feel the difference. Not because you will perform this love publicly or make declarations of it, but because genuine love of this quality has a visibility that cannot be manufactured. It lives in the way you carry yourself when you are in it, in the ease that replaces the vigilance. In the specific and unmistakable light that appears in a person's eyes when they are finally truly seen by someone who has chosen to stay, people are going to notice something different in you. They may not be able to name it, but they will feel it. The same way you can feel it when someone has returned from somewhere meaningful. When they have come back carrying something they didn't have when they left. That is what this love is going to give you. Not just happiness in the conventional sense, not just the warmth of being wanted, but a return. A coming back to parts of yourself that may have gone quiet or dormant or deeply buried under everything that love put you through before it got to this chapter. Because here is the part of this story that deserves to be said with full honesty. You have been through more than most people will understand when it comes to love. The weight of it, the accumulated disappointments, the relationships that asked everything and gave back too little, the love that felt like survival rather than like rest is real, and it has left marks. Not the visible kind, but the internal kind that show up as carefulness, as the slight hesitation before you trust, as the part of you that has learned to love with one hand while keeping the other hand free. This person is going to change that, not by demanding that you put both hands in, by making it feel safe enough that you do it yourself. That is the distinction that matters most. They are not going to rescue you from your history. They are going to provide a foundation stable enough, consistent enough, genuinely secure enough that the healing you have done alone finally has somewhere to land, somewhere to express itself, somewhere to become, in the presence of another person, the love you have always been capable of giving. The destination of this, if you let it go where it is clearly trying to go, is something that the word relationship doesn't quite contain. It is partnership in the truest sense. The kind where both people are oriented in the same direction, where the life being built together reflects the values of both people within it, where the ordinary moments carry the weight of genuine choice rather than comfortable habit. Long-term, committed. The kind that could include everything. Shared life, shared home, shared everything. Because the foundation is real and was built carefully and was chosen with full awareness of what it was choosing. This person has seen all of that in you from what feels like the beginning. And they have been quietly, seriously, with the kind of intention that does not make noise because it does not need to, preparing to offer it. The blue flowers and the sunflowers and the dried petals that should be kept. These are not random. They are the small, specific poetry of a love that expresses itself in details, in noticing, in the kind of attention that says, I see you fully, not just the version of you that is easy to love. That quality of being fully seen, which you have probably not experienced often enough or consistently enough, or without the asterisks and conditions that previous love attached to it, is what is coming. Not as a dream, not as a someday, as an actual incoming, real and specific thing that is moving toward you right now. Take the chance. That is the simplest and most honest way to close this story. Not because taking chances is always rewarded. You know better than most that it isn't. But because this particular chance, at this particular moment, with this particular person who is daydreaming about having you all to themselves, this one is different. You are not brought to this point if through everything you have been through to stop just before the good part. The good part is here. Let yourself have it.